On this episode, it's number 5. It's number 5 on a Twitch show, and Scott forgets how to start the Twitch show this time.
Okay, it's not that I forgot. This is only our 5th show, and the stupid computer updated, and it changed everything.
Yeah, I know. But it's still funny that we are, 385 shows in?
Yeah.
And we're only 5 shows in on Twitch. So you guys got a lot to look out for. But on this show, we've got some great interaction from the Twitch chat.
Yes, and it was all the way from New Zealand, which is on my bucket list, by the way.
Which is awesome, yeah. And our subjects this week are awesome, from Bitcoin mining looking like a drug farm and getting beer to get vaccinated.
And of course, we talk about the new Band-Aids, and if you know how much I get hurt, I'm kind of interested to see if these things will help me, stop getting hurt, maybe.
Band-Aids, they're for like after you get hurt. However, if you invent that Band-Aid, that would be great, because it'd be really interesting to see if they can make a Band-Aid that protects you from getting hurt. That'd be awesome.
Ooh. You know something? That would be cool. And then, of course, we talk about chip shortages. No, not potato chips, microchips. And then, of course, recalls, drones, and my favorite, supersonic planes.
Yep. And we end the show, not on purpose, but we end the show with the penultimate show subject, because we never really said what penultimate was. So therefore, we didn't do the last subject. We did the penultimate subject. If I find my way home, yeah. Welcome to the Don't Know Show. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, podcast show, and Twitch show live stream.
YouTube, podcast, and Twitch live stream. So
right. Got them all, but I just like
SDE Fun Guy actually said howdy. What do you know? You actually know how to type in that on there too.
I learned how to do that yesterday.
Good. You're learning stuff. That's awesome. So I will try and keep an eye on that board without doing this the whole show.
Yeah. Fortunately, I've got mine, so I can still face forward and just glance up and see it.
Yeah, I got to lower it because I got the screen's up here. It's up. It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there. It went to heaven.
So, yeah. All good dogs go to heaven. That was a movie.
Yes, and you know why dogs go to heaven?
All good dogs go to heaven.
Well, why do all the good dogs go to heaven?
I don't know why.
What do you get when you spell dog backward?
Stairway to heaven, highway to hell. Why is the highway to hell faster? I don't know.
G-O-D. That's why they get to go to heaven.
Because they're dyslexic?
Yes, they're dyslexic to their God.
Cool. But we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. And we always start off our show by talking about the pictures that we put up behind us on our green screens. I don't know. Do I like the microphone in the picture or out of the picture?
Well,
I can't tell.
We had them out for a while, but you said that it made the sound not as strong. So we lifted them up in order to get it
not as good, not as well.
Not as well done.
The sound isn't as well. So are you well?
I don't know. Do you hear it echoing like I'm in a well?
No.
Help, I'm down in the well.
But I've got a picture of the strip again since as of the 1st of the month. Las Vegas is 100% open, sans the masks, unless you are fully vaccinated, which means 14 days past your last shot in a series, in a 2-shot series or a 1-shot series. It's 14 days, 2 weeks.
It wasn't unless it's as if you are.
If you're fully vaccinated,
yes.
You don't have to wear your mask.
You said unless you're fully vaccinated. No. If you are fully vaccinated.
No, unless you're fully vaccinated.
Yeah. You must be fully vaccinated. Same thing here, by the way.
It's the same way the government writes the tests. Is it true that when you don't have to not do something, you must do that?
Well, double negatives, yes.
Right. So it was correct because the first negative, a negative plus the negative is a positive. You learn that in math.
That's correct.
Maybe it's times.
It's also true that most multiplications end up in an even number somehow, and I don't understand that either.
Sure. Don't know show. We have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah,
but the reason I put the strip on is people are going back out there, but it's back in the hundreds. It's back in the hundreds, back in Las Vegas.
We've been in the 90s.
You can see the glare off the building. It's kind of pretty, right?
It is.
Kind of pretty.
I like it.
That's the backside.
Considering the entire city's like a little postage stamp in the state.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's really not that big. It just looks big in the pictures.
Oh, yeah. Like the Grand Canyon. Looks fake, but
how long does it take to get to you from one side of the city to the other at night when there's no traffic?
At night when there's no traffic,
yes.
Do you want to just go down the strip or do you want to go all the way downtown? You can do the strip on the expressway in 10 minutes, no traffic.
Exactly.
If you want to drive the strip during traffic, during busy time, it could take about an hour.
Yeah, of course. It's like going to Chicago during rush hour.
Well, it's not even rush
a
hour.
6 mile drive and it takes an hour and 45 minutes.
And the road's always under construction and narrowed down.
Goodness,
People don't know what they're doing. It's terrible.
Wait a minute. What is Chicago, not in Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
Why the hell would they have to construct your roads there? You don't get snow.
Las Vegas Boulevard is completely wrecked on the north part of the strip.
I just had somebody come back from Arizona on one of my buses, and they were talking about how it's so cool that their roads are 20 years old and they're still black and there's no potholes. And they come back here and the road's 3 years old and it's gray from all the salt and there's giant potholes everywhere.
Yes, all of the above. All of the above. But yeah, so that's why my picture is up there. So why is your picture?
This is Providence Vineyard.
That's a barn.
Yes, this is what I wanted to create, only not quite this fancy. I was going to do a little bit more on the rustic look. This is really elegant, but
it's nice.
Yeah, they did a wedding there, and that's a taco truck out front, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I was standing out there, and it was just gorgeous, so I took a picture of it.
Yeah, there's like a taco van.
It is a taco van.
You said taco truck, and when I think of food trucks, I think of food trucks. But I guess the new van styles and all that stuff.
They do, because at first I thought they were doing catering because this is like the kind of vehicle they do catering in.
Right? Those new big vans.
Yeah, the transits. So I said, "Oh, they're catering tacos. How cool is that?" So I walked up there, and the other side, which I didn't take a picture of, they had the door up, just like a big taco, and taking their orders and handing stuff out through the thing. That's
great.
Yep, it was awesome.
Cool. Yeah, we'll talk more about vehicles in a little bit too, because there's a lot of stuff going on with vehicles, which I didn't know that was as bad as it is.
Yes, it is.
Until I actually drove around and I went out into the world on
oh my God.
Saturday. On Saturday, I went out into the world and said, "Wow, look, there's stuff."
You mean you semi-socialized?
I need to. Well, yeah, yes, semi-socialized. I'm not fully 100% back yet. I should have done some pictures. I should have added to our what happened to the world today stuff.
Yes.
I should have added to
He's pointing even though there's nothing there yet.
Yeah, would it be down there?
Show, it'll be there.
Well, in the more, it should be in the more.
In the more? Oh yeah, that's true. It's in the more.
So you can click in there.
And not
what happened to the world?
That's
what happened?
Different.
Yeah.
Spaghettios?
My son's calling me.
Oh, are we going to put him on the show?
Yeah, I'll put him on the show. He won't be on. We won't be here. Hey, Dakota, you're live with Steve and Scott. What's up?
Oh, what's up, Dad? Hey, do you need anything from Target?
No, I think I'm good. Do I need anything from Target, Scott?
Yes, you do.
From Target?
Yeah. What do you want?
You need to have him pick up those licorice things I showed you.
Oh, what are they called?
Like Wallaby or something.
If you got time, see if they got Wallaby licorices. It's Wallaby something. Yeah. If you can't find it, don't worry about it.
I'll look for it.
Thank you.
Oh, they are so good.
Of course.
Okay.
I'll do a show, yes.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye.
Cool. That's my other half of the other half of the trio now. My family is embracing social media. Like I've talked about before, DJs Penguins, plural, 3200. That is his Twitch, and he has a YouTube channel, but he is a professional Call of Duty player.
Yes.
He streams Twitch and
gets paid for it.
Yep. And
that's why he's a professional. And the last tournament that he put up on the YouTube channel is 3 games, a 3-game tournament. Your best 3 games. Right.
But they won 3 games in a row.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often, but yeah, they killed it. So that was his last one he put up. I think he put that up like 2 months ago, and I was putting through it. It came up on my feed, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So he's there. And then my daughter is now working on being an elite Yelper. So she's going to do Yelp and do elite Yelping. So I'm not sure what it is. I got to find out. I have to find out. It's Court something. Courtney's her name, but it's Court. I don't know. I have to look.
I
don't know how to find
was
it.
a master restaurant. I'm having a brain fart. Reviewer.
On Yelp?
No, on the travel thing. TripAdvisor.
Oh, TripAdvisor. Yeah.
Yep.
I started doing that stuff and then I stopped. I don't know
Well,
how to-
needless
I
to
don't-
say, since I didn't go anywhere for 18 months, I didn't have anything new to put in there. So
Yeah, I don't know how to find people on this.
on which
That's
one?
weird.
On Twitch or Yelp?
On Yelp.
Yeah, Yelp is, I have Yelp with my businesses, so people send me notes through that.
Yeah, you have Yelp on that.
Sure.
I'm trying to find her reviews. I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Add a review, add check-in, activity notification, food orders, messages, friends check-in. So she'd have to be a friend. There's the Yelp Elite Squad, which she's working on becoming. She's hooked up with the friends that are all Yelp Eliters.
There you go.
So my family is yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff out there that
It says none of my friends are checking in, but I don't know how to add friends. So
Oh, yeah, that's part of the problem.
that's kind of okay. So yeah, I'm the weakest link in the family. They're the smartest at it, and they're finally starting to come on and do it. So I'm
Well, it's
proud of
also
my social media.
generational things. Fortunately, we're both nerds, so even though we're older,
old timey.
we're old timey.
Yeah, we're
No.
old timey.
But anyway, for those of you, I see we've got some more people on the show watching the show right now. If you
Yep.
have any questions or comments, please do use the chat because we would like to interact with you.
Yeah, let's see if that chat actually works, and see if we can keep up with the chat.
Especially
with
with
the
the
chat.
show subjects. Like, what's the first show subject, Steve?
Well, we talked about rolling. What I thought I was rolling, right? So we're gonna roll right into this first subject.
Okay.
When is Bitcoin like a drug?
When you have to mine it and you have to keep paying for your electricity because it's so expensive.
Yeah, and then the police think that because you're using all the electricity for the Bitcoin mining, that you're growing cannabis.
There you go.
So
Now,
So
I didn't
in
look at this. I'm doing one of Steve's favorite things. He likes it when I don't read the story.
yes,
So I
you know
came
what?
close.
So you know what I find out is when I put you on the spot, you are terrible at it. When you just do it like this, you're good at it.
There you go.
So, yeah, they in the UK, they inadvertently discovered an illegal Bitcoin mining. So apparently, for some reason, it was stealing electricity. They hot wired the meter and were just stealing electricity.
Yes.
So
Okay, I get it.
they weren't growing marijuana, but they were still stealing electricity because that's one of the biggest rubs on Bitcoin mines.
Correct.
Is there, that's why Don't Know Show was on the Don't Know Show. That is why Tesla stopped taking Bitcoin, because of the carbon footprint it was creating.
It's huge.
They were like, it kind of defeats the purpose of being a green company if we let you pay for one of the dirtiest coins out there.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
it has a bigger carbon footprint than regular money.
'Cause I remember one of my friends back when Bitcoin first started, he was doing that, and his electric bill to do this mining was $1,500 a month.
Yeah, so this is West Midlands in the UK, but I'm going to share this. It's because of the fact that we've had grow houses here. And the funny part is this kind of even looks like how you would set up a grow house. So you see the picture here?
No, you're showing us the show board.
Am I showing the show board?
Yeah, you're good at that. You
I clicked on it. Come on. Share. There it is. That's better.
there. That's much more better.
Okay. So much more better. Much more better. So you can see, but see all the vents on the top?
Yes.
That's kind of like what they do in, I think that's the electrical board that they took out the meter and just patched right in. Or maybe
Right.
that's just a panel that they put in. But yeah. But here, look. Power supply. There's the computer. All power supply. Computer. And then the vent goes out the back there and then goes out.
Yes.
But they found a bank of 100 computers and zero cannabis. Not what we were expecting.
Exactly.
But big cannabis raid. DEA is there.
We have
And,
somebody asking, when was this picture taken and the story written? Do you know, Steve?
When was what taken?
The picture that you just showed. We have somebody interacting with us.
Oh,
Woo-hoo!
when was the picture taken? All right, cool. This was May 28th. So not that old.
No.
May 28th of this year. It was updated on Sunday, May 30th. So yeah, this was in the UK. This was just this previous weekend. But yeah, police searched the Sandwell, the unit in Sandwell. I don't know where Sandwell is in the UK.
I don't.
But
either.
on May 18th. So May 18th of this year.
However, the UK is a relatively small island, so it can't be too hard to find.
Yeah, but when they say UK, do they consider all of Europe?
Well, sure. Not Europe.
No, because they're definitely talking about England, the United Kingdom, because they're mentioning Sandwell and Midland Police and all that other good stuff.
Correct.
But yeah, so that's pretty good.
So you got Wales, Scotland, Ireland, and
isn't this crazy that people are doing that kind of Bitcoin right now?
Exactly.
So it's crazy. So Iran announced a ban on Bitcoin mining in their country, so you can't even do it there.
So did India.
So yeah, you would think this stuff is later, but no, it's all current. Bitcoin is crazy. Bitcoin has gone crazy, but you know what? The next tie-in is they want to give you drugs to take drugs.
Okay.
So Anheuser-Busch, it says, well, you read, beer is the latest vaccine incentive for Biden's month of action.
Okay.
So dig this. Anheuser-Busch says, hey, we'll tell you what, you get your COVID shot and we'll give you a voucher for a beer.
Okay, you don't get it when you get the shot because technically you're driving to get the shot. So that sort of makes sense.
Among those efforts is a promotional giveaway announced Wednesday by Anheuser-Busch saying it will buy Americans 21 plus a round of beer once Biden's 70% goal is met. So he wants 70% of all adults at least partially vaccinated by Independence Day. So then Anheuser-Busch, get a shot and have a beer.
There you go.
Biden said this, get a shot and have a beer. Advertising the promotion event, though he himself refrains from drinking alcohol.
Yeah, so why didn't he do something like get a shot and get a donut? See, I'd go for that hilarious too.
Well, you could, so Krispy Kreme, everybody remembers this, right? Krispy Kreme, till the end of this year, every day you can go in, show them your vaccination card, you get a free donut.
Right.
Now, but I've also heard that if you're smart enough and you go into Krispy Kreme and ask them for a donut, they'll give you a free donut every day.
Okay. It used to be during the hour or so that the donuts are being baked and put through their machines and stuff, and they're coming out
says hot now?
Yes. When the sign says hot now, you get one free donut as long as you buy something. And actually, I remember
one of the donut shops that I talked to them in, they said, no, just come and ask for a free donut. We'll give you one.
There you go.
So, but if you have your vaccination card, you take your vaccination card and they'll give you a free donut.
Works for me. Problem is there's no Krispy Kremes within an hour of me.
That would be problematic for you.
Yes. I would spend more money in gasoline to get a donut, you know? Besides, I go to Piggly Wiggly here in town. They got an excellent bakery.
Huh. Yeah. So I thought that was funny.
I agree.
So have a shot, get a beer. You're hilarious, Biden. Give me that. All right. Now, okay. So, all right. So now when you get a shot, you need a Band-Aid.
Correct.
So the big news that came out like the end of May, again, this stuff's pretty current. So a lot of the stuff with our stories and that are pretty much within the week. We'll let you know if stuff's later, but this one was the end of May, a new Band-Aid. Oh, this is exciting Band-Aid. You can open it with one hand. You can open the package.
Okay, now that is kind of exciting.
So,
because I can't tell you how many times I've had to try to put a Band-Aid on a hand that, well, you remember what my hand looked like when I screwed it up?
Yeah. Well,
how the hell do you open it when you can't use your fingers?
You're a scary dude. You're
Let me play with power
When
tools.
anytime Scott plays with a power tool, I just dial 911 on my phone and wait to hit send when
Yeah, but it doesn't work because then they go to your house instead of my house.
No, I'll tell them to go to your house.
There you go.
I don't know if this video has it or not, but I like sharing this to mess you up.
Yes, you do. And actually, did you realize we didn't share a single thing last week?
That's awesome.
It was weird because I had to go through the whole show looking for them.
Well, it pretty much edits the part. So did you see that?
That
was quick.
It was so fast. Do it again.
Well, here it is. That's it. See it? You hold it in one hand.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
It goes there. That's it. It's right. So
I love it.
So this is revolutionary. Easy access bandages. This hit the headlines. See, May 26th. Look. Oh my God! Look.
Yay!
Gosh, she did a lousy job putting it on, but that's okay. So here's the old Band-Aid, right? And then you got to try and peel. I've never seen one where you peel the side off. I've seen that. You peel that off, and then it sticks to you. And then all right, so stop the share. All right,
cool.
So what I want to know is, what about all the smart bandages that are out there that nobody's talking about? Okay.
Oh, the ones with computer chips in them?
The ones that do healing, right? The ones that have color changing. If the bandages are wrapped too tight,
right?
The bandage change, flexible sensors. They have circuit boards in them, so it knows.
Of course, they're not 3 cents a Band-Aid at this point any longer,
right? Right.
Of course, I don't think. Yeah.
So why is nobody talking about those?
Because they've been around a while, maybe?
No.
These
are new.
Oh, yeah. See, and Mrs. Casey hasn't, actually, it's Mrs. Casey Marie has not heard of smart bandages either.
Right. But but smart bandages were out last year.
Yeah, because I remember them.
They're color changing bandages. And, it's just.
Granted, it had something to do with the fact that I had injured myself that I learned about this stuff. So maybe that gave me the advantage there.
But I want to know, is that a big problem? People putting on bandages too tight?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So they make them tourniquets instead?
Pretty much, yes, because they're afraid that if they don't keep it tight, it's going to keep bleeding. But it does not require tight. It just needs to be firm pressure. That's all it requires.
I didn't even know a Band-Aid was to keep pressure. I thought Band-Aid was to keep the dirt out of it.
Okay.
Right?
When you get a shot,
the don't know show. Here we go.
They put the Band-Aid on the shot because you're going to drip a little bit of blood. It's not a lot of blood, but a little bit. They don't want to get on your clothing. Okay. If you cut your finger open and it's bleeding, again, you put the Band-Aid on so that the skin closes enough and your blood clots so that then it also keeps it clean at the same time. It's a twofold thing.
But wouldn't that be a butterfly Band-Aid then if you're going to do that? You've seen those, right?
Well, yeah, that's
you've seen where
ones you get stitches.
You stick it on one side and you pull it tight, and it's sticking on the other side. It pulls the skin together.
Correct.
That's for that. But this is just a regular Band-Aid. I mean, I'm thinking the other bandages they're talking about are maybe the kinds that you like wrap your whole hand with, right? Like the Ace bandages type deal. So they'll change color. But you know what else changes color if you wrap a Band-Aid too tight? The tips of your fingers.
Well, that's true. Yeah, they start to turn red.
If your fingers start turning blue.
No, they turn red first. Then they turn
red first, then blue.
First,
if they start changing colors, you're probably too tight.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you need a smart bandage before.
Yeah, because I remember when I had the one on my little finger here, we made it a little too tight, and because most of your feeling is in the tips of your fingers, right?
Right.
Okay, but so this you just feel a Band-Aid on it, so it just felt good. Plus, you're bending the finger, right?
Okay.
About 15 minutes later, I'm like, why is the end of my finger kind of purple? Like, oops, it's a little tight.
Too tight, yeah.
Because then it went like this, and I wasn't feeling anything anymore.
Yeah, that's not good. They also have the ones that turn red when there's bad bacteria in there. So if you got like an infection and it starts staying infected, and so you let you know there's infection in there, the Band-Aid will turn red. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So if you put a Band-Aid on and it turns red, that's bad.
So
it's pretty cool that they can do this with Band-Aids. They can change colors of the Band-Aid.
But it's definitely expensive. I'm sure you're not getting cheap Band-Aids if they have all this stuff with them.
Right. But the opening Band-Aid one is pretty cool. You can open it one. Yeah, it does sound expensive, doesn't it? Yeah. Just like anytime you want something like that. But I like I said, if you go with your finger turning blue as the color change, that's a little cheaper. Just don't let it turn blue.
Exactly.
So speaking of blue, going into the wild blue yonder, we talked about God, what was the name of that? Arion,
yes.
The
supersonic jet lines
that just shut down. Did you know United Airlines is picking up well, they're not picking up them, but they ordered 15 jets from Boom Overture Jets.
Okay.
So United Airlines is going to have supersonic jets. They announced this on June 3rd. So this is a few days ago. The startup aircraft Boom Supersonic to buy 15 of Boom's Overture jets. These planes haven't even been built yet.
Wow.
They haven't even been test flown yet.
Correct.
They're going to fly at 1.7 times the speed of sound. That's for those of you who don't know, 1,300 miles per hour.
Okay, now here's something I'm kind of curious about. I remember growing up when the planes would take off from the Great Lakes Naval Air Base and they break the sound barrier, and sometimes windows broke in your house. So they made the rule that they weren't allowed to hit the sound barrier until they were at a certain altitude, so that it wasn't as bad. But then during 9/11, we had planes take off and immediately, because it's an emergency. As soon as they left the ground, they were full throttle, and they had the same problem. So how are they going to manage to do this? Does it say?
Well, they don't talk about that at all since they haven't done it. But it's been 2 decades since the last flight.
Yeah.
2 decades. That's 20 years. What's the note to self, Casey Marie? It says, does sound expensive, note to self.
Well, probably.
I missed that part. But yeah, but we're not going to be able to get on these planes till 2029. So we're still 8 years away.
Well, yeah.
From being able to fly on these jets.
By then, I'm probably going to be too old to go to Australia and New Zealand for my scuba diving, which is what I really want this supersonic for, because 20 hours in an airplane does not sound good.
Well, London to New York is now 3.5 hours, and Tokyo would only be 6 hours from San Francisco.
Yeah, isn't that insane?
That's awesome. I think coast to coast here, they take off, they floor it, and they got to start taking their foot off the throttle. Foot off the throttle? Pull the lever back, balls to the wall. LOL, that was a bit slow. You said if you use the finger turn blue method, then I don't need bandages. Oh.
Yeah, it's because we're not watching the chat screen fast enough. So we're past what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, hey, you got to be able to take care of yourself. You got to notice certain things, right? And when things happen, your body will tell you that things are wrong.
Yes.
And that's all really doctors do.
So when your tummy is grumbling, it usually means you're hungry. So it's kind of like that.
Does it? Or does it mean you ate something bad and it's working its way through?
That's not grumbling. That's rumbling. That's different.
Oh. I also don't know, rearing its ugly head here. I also heard that it means that your stomach is shrinking. When your stomach goes, it means your stomach's getting smaller. I don't know if my stomach ever gets smaller. Have you lost any more weight? That's a no.
I don't think so. No.
That's a no. Me either.
Yeah.
I got stuck at 13 pounds, lucky 13, and I got to get back on it. I've got to lose another 10 pounds.
I'm having that damn issue again where if I'm not working and I'm watching TV,
eat food, don't die.
I stick stuff in my face.
Eat the food, don't die.
Yeah. That goes along with what you said about this,
No,
I said the tumbling, grumbling.
Yeah, I know.
You eat the food, hungry.
Don't die. That's what your stomach means. It means your tummy's grumbling. But yeah, that's crazy. So,
I'm looking forward to Supersonic.
Well, you're looking for so before Supersonic comes back, you should be able to go to outer space.
That could be, yeah. But I think I could afford a supersonic trip at least once. I don't know if I could ever afford to go an outer space trip.
Yeah.
Because even bringing the price down, I heard it's like $100,000, isn't it?
I don't remember. They were $250,000 were the first ones that Blue Origin was was going to put out there.
I am both a driver and a diver. Well,
Yes.
I'm not a professional diver. I do not get paid to dive, but I do get paid to drive.
Yes, he is paid to drive, and we both like to scuba dive. We're both certified.
Yes,
open
we
water.
are. Oh, you mean certified divers? Never mind.
Oh yeah, that too. I'm certified nutball. And I get paid. Well, I used to get paid to drive. I still have my CDL, but I don't drive professionally anymore.
Yeah, it's a shame because I could use you. I'm short drivers.
Well, I'll be out there at the end of the month.
Yeah, but you're not going to have time to drive.
I know.
New Zealand. I have not been to New Zealand yet. That is on my bucket list. New Zealand and Australia both, because they've got the Great Barrier Reef there.
Have you even been to the to Aruba, the Caribbean islands to scuba dive?
I have, yes.
Oh, those are good.
My favorite
fun
was
places
Turks and
to dive.
Caicos. That was probably the best dive I've ever done. Oh, you live in New Zealand. How cool
And
is
do
that?
you dive in New Zealand, Casey Marie? Are you a diver?
You do realize, since now that we know that you live in New Zealand, I might have to come and visit you.
Not might. You're gonna have to. Now you just got to figure out how
He's
to.
gonna
afford it.
go. Wait a minute. No, you're too weird for me.
No, you can't swim. You don't have to swim to scuba dive. The sinking is the most important part.
That's right. Because if you can't sink, you're not diving. You're just
Right.
snorkeling.
You're snorkeling. You're floating on top, and then you just inflate your BC, which is buoyancy control device, and it'll bring you back to the top.
Exactly.
So the fact that you can't swim is actually a good thing.
Right.
I've stayed
Oh.
with pigs.
I get to stay with the pigs. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, are you insinuating that I'm a pig?
I've
I
stayed
may
with
be
pigs.
naughty, but I'm not a pig. There's serious pigs in this world. Ooh.
So my family had a farm, and
And it wasn't McDonald's farm.
no, it was a working farm, but did not have pigs. Had cows, had potatoes, corn, chickens, boats that we rented, but terrified of water. Wait a minute. Now, okay, so alligators here, crocodiles there. Crocodiles, are there a lot of crocodiles in New Zealand, which would make you afraid? You can
I think there's a lot of hobbits in New Zealand, though.
a lot of bad hobbits.
Hobbits.
That's okay.
Yeah, bad hobbits. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I thought most hobbits were good, but I'm sure there were some bad ones.
Two pet. I don't know what kind of pig that is. You know what kind of pig that is?
Cooney pigs, Cooney pigs, called Peter Porker and Pumbaa.
Now are they?
Alligators in Australia? No crocs. Okay, but you do have kiwis.
It's a Japanese urban legend. What?
Cooney.
Cool looking pigs. They're cool looking pigs. They're furry.
Furry pigs.
Yeah, these pigs have fur on them, and they're rare. Okay, and they're native to New Zealand. These are pretty cool. All right, let me get a bigger picture of this thing. Let me ask: is this what your pig looks like? There it is. Boom. See how furry that pig is?
Furry piggy.
Now, is that just a winter coat on the pig, or is that really? Yes, they have long hair. That is so cool.
Well,
Wow.
I'm assuming with all the wood shavings and stuff on the ground that
Well, that's in the zoo. That's a zoo picture.
Oh,
So that's from the Hamilton Zoo. The Hamilton Zoo is in Hamilton, New Zealand. That a cool place? That is year round. You have to keep them cool in the summer. Well,
Sure.
That's why pigs roll around. So the
Correct.
Dono Show does know this. The reason that pigs roll around in the mud is to stay cool.
because they don't perspire.
Yep. They need mud baths and kiddie pools. There you go.
Yep.
So you buy your little kiddie pools. But yeah,
That
the
works.
Hamilton Zoo is where that picture was from. Wow. The Hamilton Zoo was founded in 1969. I don't know
Summer
where that is.
69, of course.
Hamilton, New Zealand. Actually, pigs don't sweat.
Correct.
Okay.
See, I knew that, but that's because I married a farm girl.
The Don't Know Show. Yeah. The Don't Know Show knows stuff.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And our people who interact with us seem to know stuff too.
That's what I do love about this show being international. You know, so we've got Andrew
In Belgium, yeah.
Brussels, Belgium, and now we've got Casey Marie, who is in New Zealand, which is very, very cool. And who else do we have? That's
well, we've had other people
else
on the talk to us on the shows and stuff, but not like this. So
no, yeah. We have someone from Germany on yours,
right? And we had somebody from Canada. I've got 2 people from Canada that watch the show.
Yeah, I'll be able to watch the show.
And one from Argentina.
Cool. Nice. Where do we need people from? South Africa. We need Africa.
You know what I'd really like? I'd like to get some of those Norwegians.
Yeah.
Maybe Stars will come in. I think she's Norwegian.
Well, we had the guys from London's West End.
West End girls. Yes,
Tenors of Rock.
Yep.
The Tenors of Rock we had on the show and interviewed them.
They were cool.
They're very cool guys. I am so glad things are opening back up in Vegas so I can start going and seeing my friends at shows. But I've been so busy.
Wait a minute. Las Vegas. Las Vegas uses chips for everything. Maybe they can help fix the chip maker problem.
Okay, so we talked about going back out and being in public, right?
Right.
So one of the things we did is my daughter needs a new to her car. And we went looking for cars. Guess what, dude? This chip shortage that we've been talking about with all these people closing is legit.
Yes.
We went to I told you she liked the the Subaru.
Right.
Susie has the Forester, right?
Correct.
She likes the Crosstrek, which is smaller than that. They have 0 new cars on their lot.
Correct.
0. None. There are no new cars. And of course, that makes used
prices go up.
Yeah, which is good for her trade-in, but they didn't have any used cars either on their lot. Like they had like 3, and the one that she had, she wasn't necessarily. It was a good car. It was priced out really well, but unfortunately, one of the things that we were noticing, the Limited, which is the high end of the Crosstrek,
right,
only comes with black leather interior.
Yes.
Why?
Not Sonny's. No. Yeah, everything is boiling hot.
Why? Yeah. Why would you have a black leather interior? And I'll tell you what,
because it's cool looking.
The dealer, the salesman was really smart. And I didn't know this. Okay. So these cars are made to go off-road.
Right.
They have an 8-inch clearance.
Yep.
8-inch. And it's got a button you can push and the Crosstrek. I don't know if it has. No, I think it has it in Susie's too. That you push this button and you're going under 25 miles an hour and it keeps the braking in, so if you're going down steep and that, it keeps it. Yeah. So you don't have to slam on the brakes and lose control of the car.
Yes. People don't realize that. That's what causes most accidents, especially in snowy weather, is when your brakes or your tires lock up because the brakes lock.
Yeah. That's nuts.
You want them to keep rolling just slower to slow you down.
But yeah, I couldn't believe it. These cars are made. I mean, like the guy's like, yeah, take it off road. And they offer the tire warranty like everybody else does. Right.
Yes.
But their tire warranty also includes rims and if you curb it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool.
So, but it's only 2 times and it's only for 3 years. I wish they would extend it longer than that. Like I wouldn't mind paying more to extend it longer than that, but most of their stuff's only for like 3 years.
Right.
But that's pretty cool if you think about it.
It is.
These things are made to be driven on dirt roads and the rocks and on the hills and the mountains and stuff like that. I didn't know that about those cars.
Well, the cool thing is
Subarus.
The cool thing is with these chips being hard to come by, apparently it was because of this big fire at one of the main plants. And I did not know that. I just knew about the problem.
This is the 3rd largest company. This isn't the largest company. This is the 3rd largest company. But it's back to 88% of what it was making before the March blaze. Now, the blaze was in March.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so Casey Marie, rally cars for Subarus. Have you seen some of the rallies? I got to watch. I don't watch a lot of rally cars races.
I don't
But
either.
is that a big car? Subaru? I imagine it would be, because it's what he's talking about. He was talking about the all-wheel drive, how it sets up and all that stuff.
Right.
I guess so. I'm not a big
Well, it has the advantage
I'm not a
that
big rally car
when
guy.
it's in 2-wheel drive, you're getting, a lot more power and you can get a lot more speed. But then when it needs to go into 4-wheel drive, you don't have to slam on the brakes to get to a certain speed to lock it in forward. It just automatically does it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Oh, the rally went past the house when you were younger. That's awesome. Yeah, Subaru is huge for rallies.
Did you go out and dig holes so the guys would have to?
Yeah. Have the pigs go dig holes. Tell them to root for truffles.
Oh, so the pigs in Michigan, it was Wisconsin too, but the pigs would kill people.
Yeah.
Because people would hit them and the pig would roll under the car and the car would flip over.
Car would flip over. Yep.
Yeah, so that's not cool.
It's same if you go down south to like Louisiana and stuff, they tell you whatever you do not run over an armadillo at high speed.
Casey Marie knows where to go. Look at that. She goes, "Oh, yep, just got to go hang out on the bridge because that's when all the crashes happened."
Yeah, pigs are solid.
Yeah, no, they are.
Yeah,
I've seen accidents where I actually saw a car hit a pig.
Yep.
Pig rolled up underneath the car flipped over into the ditch, and the pig was a little scuffed up, but I mean, it's pigskin.
Yeah.
And it got up and walked away.
Yep.
And yeah, it
doesn't always happen that way.
Nasty accident.
The pig usually ends up getting internal damage on that, but yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty.
But
so I'm trying to see
right.
which group the Subarus go in.
Well, it's nice to know that the chip makers are getting back online. That should help.
Yeah, but they're saying that the automotive industry,
yes,
probably won't recoup till December.
Correct.
So that's going to suck for buying cars over the summer.
Right. Well, maybe they'll just have to rent the bus.
Yeah.
Cool. You got sheep and cat. Yeah, that makes sense.
Do they really? Okay. Yeah. So here on the East Coast, we get a lot of deer that do not walk off because when they hit the deer, they hit the legs and the deer slides up in through the windshield.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that get hurt from that.
Why did you say the East Coast?
That's where it happens more. I don't get a lot of that out here on the West Coast.
We get it up here too.
You're East Coast.
Midwest. We're not East Coast. We're Midwest.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Anything east of the Mississippi?
Don't go. Yeah.
East Coast.
Oh, geez.
For us who live way out here on the West Coast, on the left, we're the left people.
Sometimes I wonder about you, Steve.
Yeah, no, it is horrible. One of the things, yeah. And the worst part is I was driving. I don't remember where I was. I was driving out to New Jersey, and I don't remember if it was Pennsylvania or closer New Jersey. At one point, it was at night, and I had a spotlight in my car, the little ones you plug in, and you could see. Yeah, that sounds horrible. The gloves are off. Yep, you know it. I saw eyes, right? Because you see the deer. So then I said, what the heck? So I took my spotlight out and I shined it out the window.
And you got pulled over for shining.
No, there were hundreds of, I was like, I slowed way the heck down.
Oh, yeah.
I slowed way the heck down.
It's like that down out west, too, when I was coming out of the Rocky Mountains, bringing the bus back.
Yeah.
You hear about, or you watch the old Western movies. You watch them when they're doing the wild horse runs or the buffalo. That's what it looked like. There had to be 500 deer running together across the fields. It was insane.
Yeah, I definitely do not want to be part of that. Are we way behind on the show here?
We are way behind on the show because we got somebody to talk to today, which is awesome.
Which is cool, which I love, which I'd rather be behind on the show and talk to somebody. So thank you, Casey Marie, for engaging. We appreciate that. But even if you get a car, don't get a Fiat Chrysler. My favorite truck is a Dodge Ram truck.
Oh, yes.
They labeled it wrong because they put Dodge on the side and Ram on the front. Or no, wait, Ram's on the side and Dodge is in the front. I don't know. But either way, you should be dodging the vehicle and
exactly
and ramming. But great names for a vehicle. but they're recalling their trucks. They're recalling.
I love the reason why too.
A million. Because the wheels could fall off.
Exactly.
So, Casey, watch for that on your insurance claims.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I remember as a kid with the donut shop in Melrose Park, we were all walking in the working, making donuts, selling donuts and stuff. We hear this squealing noise as a car turns the corner, and all of a sudden his wheel fell off and slammed in through our front window right into all our donuts.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, you had somebody go into your window? I don't remember that.
No, not in that one. That's back in Melrose Park. That's when I was like 12. It was way before I met you.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. But yes, so from 2012 to 2021, the Ram 3500 heavy duty pickups and the Ram 4500 5500 cab chassis vehicles, mainly in North America. They have the dual rear wheels with flange lug nuts.
Right.
This is my favorite part. They had the wrong torque specs. So if you over tighten to which would to the specs that they put in there,
yes,
the lug nuts would break and the wheels would break off.
Exactly.
Whoops.
No, the lug nuts didn't break. The lug bolts broke.
Well, yeah. Well, the lug nuts that
the lug nut would break the bolt.
Hold the lugs, the stems, and snap the stems off. Yeah. So
yeah, trust me, I did that to one of mine.
Did you really?
Yep. I had too high of a setting on my air gun. All of a sudden, it just came off, and I went, what the hell?
Well, when you pop the studs out, let's see, when you pop the studs out and you put it back on, you use that to tighten it back up and pull it back in place.
Yes. So I'll tell you what,
really?
I happen to have two Dodge. Well, I have two Dodge Dakotas.
Oh, well, yeah, but Dodge Rams in New Zealand, she goes, those are rich people.
Right.
Is that because it's a big truck and it has to be imported over there that you guys don't have a manufacturer in New Zealand that manufactures big vehicles? And it's an import, like you got to bring it over like on a ship or something?
That would make sense.
So that's probably why they...
But then again, it's a don't know show, so we don't know.
Now, yeah, and also, does New Zealand have the very... Yeah, that's correct. See, the don't know show knows stuff. Now, does New Zealand also have, like in Australia, they have that large... So people don't even realize about Australia, like all the cities around the outside. So when they truck stuff across the outback, they got those big trucks with all the big, like Mad Max with the rails and all that stuff, and the kangaroo guards that go all the way up.
Because they're constantly hitting those things.
Right.
Kangaroos are stupid.
People really? You have to convert it to right-hand drive? You have to convert it, or most people convert it? Because over here,
I don't think it's... Yeah, you're allowed to have either one here. Except, you have. I did hear a rumor that some states require you to go in for a separate driving test with the right-hand drive vehicle.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
We didn't in Chicago because my mom had the mail Jeep, so we were able to drive the Jeep around without any problem. But in the notice, I think there were 3 states that required special license for that.
Yeah, see, that's the one thing that I'm going to be interested to see if I can do that when I go over. Hopefully going to get to go to Poland and Germany. Not this year, but next year. And if I do,
you're going to take me with you?
It was going to be interesting to see how well I do on an opposite side drive vehicle over there with everything being on the opposite side.
Yes.
So you don't have to, just most people do that. So that's pretty cool. I love that.
All right. Well,
so
we're way past halfway through the show.
Yeah, which is good. I don't care. I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
I'm having fun too, but you know what's going to happen very soon.
Scott, you don't get to go.
Yeah, I know. I just bring a bucket with me.
Message. I just got a message from the boss. The boss says that it's got to be her going.
Well, why don't you just, get a bigger expense account?
Sure. I'll just do that.
Yeah, bring all 4 of us. Bring all 3 of us plus you.
But it's time to go to our genuine positivity message, and we switched it up this week.
Yes, he didn't let me do one.
It's off the rails. Yes, it would be. Oh my God, I'm gonna drive bad. I'm a very good driver. I have over 1 million miles safe certified driving in the United States.
Right.
So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. That would work. There you go. Bigger, expensive. Yeah.
See?
Okay.
See?
Everybody, more money. Everybody's like, more money. Sure, we can do more money.
money.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
I'm just looking
took
forward
over-
to the pierogies.
Pierogies?
Pierogies.
Pierogies.
When you go to Poland.
Yeah,
they got
I gotta get Babbel or something and get going cracking on my Polish.
Jak się masz. That's the most important thing to remember. And then the reply is Dobrze.
Okay. And why do you know that?
Ryan Koloje.
Oh, that's right.
Not necessarily from him, but from his mother and father. So,
Do you still talk to him?
well, a couple times a year, yeah.
No. How's he doing?
He's doing okay. He's semi-retired, I believe.
Good for him. That's crazy. Yep.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is my turn to introduce Steve Ellen with our genuine positivity message.
I kept mine short and sweet. And I want to give people permission for this, especially with what's going on in the world right now. My genuine positivity message is you have the power to create change.
As
That's
long as
it.
you pay your electric bill.
I've now given you the power. No, you don't have to pay. That's the best part. You don't have to pay for this. This is all you. You can create change. You have the power. Create the change you want.
Awesome.
So I love that.
Which is good that it's free because our next subject is a lady who lost her wallet, so she couldn't have paid for it.
So, okay. I'm going to play Scott here. Wallet lost in theater, returned to woman 46 years later. First off, what kind of cleaning policy does this theater have?
Okay. You think that's the case, but they do explain it in the story.
Okay, well, I didn't read the story because I wanted to do the Scott Thomas reads it and makes up the story. I don't want to go in a theater that takes 46 years to find a wallet.
Yes.
I mean,
apparently at this particular theater, this girl had gone there to see a movie.
She was a young girl at the time.
Right. This is like
46
1975.
years
I believe it
later.
was. Yeah, 1975. And
46 years.
She had lost her wallet and nobody had turned it in. But apparently what had happened is somebody had found it, taken the cash out of the wallet.
Of course.
And there was a small remodeling project going on. So they tossed her wallet in underneath all the boards and stuff where this remodeling was, and they got covered up. So when they did a new remodeling 46 years later, they found it.
So somebody just chucked it like in a balcony or something.
Well,
and then when they were doing the reconstruction, like all construction guys do, they were just throwing food and stuff in the wall.
Yep, that's what they do. They really do.
So they were redoing this theater and they found it.
Yep. Still had her driver's license in it, had a ticket stub for the Grateful Dead concert, and stuff like that, but no money.
Were there credit cards back then 46 years ago?
Well, I believe she was a teenager, and most teenagers didn't have credit cards.
I don't even know if were there credit cards 46 years ago. When did?
Yes, because as soon as I turned 18, I got a credit card.
So you're saying you're that old?
I'm that old, yes.
I'm asking Google, when did credit cards start? The first universal credit card was the Diners Club. Oh, I remember Diners Club card.
Yep.
I never had one. 1950.
Yeah.
The American Express Company in 1958. No kidding.
Yep. I had a Diners Club. I think that was my first card.
Did you really? I never had a Diners Club card.
I think my second was Discover when they came out because I think they were new back in the 70s.
I think that was my first card. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
What's even crazier is that I paid my bill most of the time.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
I agree, but I was told that they weren't going to, that the reason that I had such a high percentage rate is because young people don't pay their bills.
Oh. Even back then, huh?
Yep. But
So-
I've been working since I was 7 years old, so I paid my bills.
All right. So I've got a series of three stories in a row.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard about the new Coke coffee product.
Yes, I have.
I think we talked about it. Did we talk about it?
Yes, we did. Excuse me.
All right. So it's Coca-Cola with coffee.
Right.
Really? Really?
Really. Now, what's really cool is there's another product that came out, and I just bought it today. That is also a Coca-Cola product that I found really awesome, and it was tasty.
All right. Well, the Coca-Cola is infused with Brazilian coffee. I don't know. 80% of people try it, said they'll buy it. Okay.
That's actually a pretty good percentage.
It was introduced in Japan in 2018, but earlier this year, they've been trying to put this together. So Coca-Cola teamed up with DroneUp and Walmart, and they got permission to fly line of sight and deliver these things. Now, it doesn't say when they're going to do this. That's the problem. I mean, they got the waiver last month.
Right.
So, but it doesn't say when they're going to fly these things in. And I'm sure it's going to be some kind of promotion. So whenever I see a promotion where they're going to fly stuff in like this, I remember the TV show WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yes.
And that's when they took the turkeys up in the helicopter.
Yeah.
And they threw the turkeys out.
Oh, God, yes.
To the things. I didn't know turkeys didn't fly.
They technically do, just like, not very far.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
What could possibly
have no
go
fear.
wrong?
No turkeys were actually harmed in this movie.
So here's what could go wrong. Okay. Now we're just finding out about this week.
Right.
This happened a year ago.
Really?
Yes. So a deadly drone hunted down a human target without being instructed to do so, according to a UN report.
Uh-oh.
So they make lethal weaponized drones.
Oh, sure they do.
And they were using it in Libya. And in March 2020, it was a Cargo 2 quadcopter attacked a human in the Libyan government forces. It just broke away and started going after him.
Just like all the movies you've seen.
So Skynet is here, folks.
It is.
Yeah. See, even Casey Marino's AI or Al.
Al.
So
Steve
that's my joke.
AI Al.
My joke, because the A and the I looks like Al. So Al's a bad guy. Al's short for Hal.
No idea.
Hal is IBM, right?
Open the pod doors, Al.
But okay, Dave, I'll open the pod doors. Only if you kill yourself first. No, it's crazy. So like at that point, when that thing went off, did you hit the self-destruct button? You hit the button and the thing, blows up.
I would assume that's what they would have done.
Honestly,
I'm thinking somebody hacked it.
Right? Got the killer robots out there.
Yeah.
But if you remember in Terminator, they had those flying drones.
Yes, they did.
So it's happening. Skynet is here. Skynet is here. So now it's even worse. It's even worse. And this is go to bed. You're drunk.
Al's drunk. Yeah.
Al is drunk. Al is not only drunk, but he crashed. And this is bad. This is here in Southern California. So in Huntington Beach, there is an island where the loons come and they nest.
Right.
It's called the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve. It's in Huntington Beach, right?
Say that fast 3 times.
Oh, there is a tongue twister that's supposed to be like one of the toughest tongue twisters to say, and it is the sixth sick sheik's sixth sheep sick.
Yeah. See, even saying it slow, you're not getting it.
Just trying to think of it is hard. But yeah, the sixth sheik's sick sheep. I don't know. It's those words, but yeah, get it the right word. But yeah, so 2 drones were flying over the ecological review. One of them crashed. When it crashed, it scared the loons away. What do you got?
Goober.
Oh, you got Goobers.
Yeah, Goobers came up
Hey,
tonight.
Goobers. Oh, look at that. He's not as crazy. Yeah, thumper going. But dig this. 3,000 eggs were abandoned.
Yeah,
3,000. 3,000. Bunny. In case you saw Bunny. That Bunny, I used to call that Bunny Harvey from the old movie because for the first year of the show, Scott,
Close to it. At least 6 to 8 months.
Could not get
Goobers is his name.
Goobers
He's raising
to come up on the screen. Yeah, he was a wild bunny, and Scott let him in the house and
Well, technically he wasn't wild. He was abandoned.
abandoned bunny. So yeah. So that's crazy, right? So yeah, and it's a what kind? A
Lion's head.
lion's head. Lion's head rabbit.
Single mane.
How old?
Well, he's been up here, what, 4 years now?
And how long do bunnies live? The lion's head bunnies
8
live.
to 12, depending.
Oh. So he's middle life.
Yeah. Very happy.
Yeah.
Loves it when I feed him dandelions and stuff.
Yeah. Can you believe though that like 1,000 of these birds left because the drone crashed and they thought that's crazy.
Yeah. Very not good.
So yeah, drones are a problem. And if you recall, we did a drone show where I actually flew a drone between my face and the camera.
Yeah. How many things did
pretty
you
cool.
hit with it?
Nothing. So
Well, that's right. Not during the show you didn't, but else afterwards you did because you had to replace parts.
well, that's just the wall in the house. Outside, I hit nothing and I crashed nothing. But in the house, I hit stuff and broke some.
Yeah, the drone that crashed in California that made the birds abandon their eggs was a malfunction.
Yeah, they don't know if it was a malfunction or just a crappy driver. So, sometimes
It's still a malfunction.
you malfunction by the driver.
Right.
Because
What do they call it? Operator error.
It's called a loose screw behind the controls. But yeah, it doesn't say why it crashed. But I mean, 2 guys are flying drones illegally, which I think all drone flying is illegal. Yeah, I think for the most part, drones are pretty good at flying. So human error, but it doesn't say how it went down, but it crashed. And the big
Now,
loser
of course,
is the loons.
it could have lost signal and then, but
Could have done that too.
Yeah.
A gust of wind could have hit it. He could have hit a tree because I don't know if you've seen Drone Racing League, but these guys who race these drones, it's first person
yeah, it's
view.
like first, right.
So you can only see forward like this.
That's right.
So if you're flying and you're trying to go to the right or the left and you hit a tree, and those guys crashed all the times in Drone Racing League.
Yep.
So if you're out there flying, you hit a tree or a branch and the wind hits it and blows. I've had that happen to me where I had to watch my drone. I only fly line of sight
Yes.
with my drone because of the fact that I am not good enough to see when the wind blows it sideways, what's around it and stuff like that. So I'd imagine that probably happened, but that's just crazy. So there's my 3 drone stories in a row. Should we skip the top 10 and just,
Yeah, because we're already overtime.
so we'll skip the last few stories. We could do those later. Or should
Yes,
we do
we
the
can.
water one? We could do the water one. I'm going to do the water one really quick. Because it's a Las Vegas story.
Okay.
So there's a Las Vegas based bottled water brand called Real Water.
Okay.
And the judge says they have to permanently block it. They're done. You cannot sell, market this water. Everything has to be recalled. Everything has to go down because there's 1 death and multiple cases of liver illness from people drinking this.
Okay.
So they said, that's it. Real Water, done. Stop it. Pull it all back right now. The water comes from a municipal tap. It's not like any kind of special water.
Right.
Well, okay, it is because they make it the what do they call that? Those places you can fly drones. You just have to register on the app. Some places are no-fly zones, but you can request permission for that. Wow. So New Zealand's much better with drones.
Yep.
Yeah, United States, the FAA here, Federal Aviation Authority, you cannot fly. You got to have a license through them. And here's the problem: with a license through the FAA, then they can really come after you. If you don't have the license, they can't come after you. They could just fine you. But if you have the license, then you can go to federal prison and stuff like that. So New Zealand's pretty cool. You can fly the drones easier because I love that.
Gonna have to go and visit now. Well, it's on my bucket list anyway. So,
but yeah, I'll bring my drone too. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so this is like what do they call that water that's got the, what do they call it? It is
artesian water.
No. When you change the alkaline, electron energized drink, alkalized water, alkalized. Okay. That's what it is. So they changed the alkalization of the water. But yeah, okay. So that's cool. In New Zealand, you can fly drones, man. I wish you could fly them here, but yeah, you're obviously not near airports. But yeah, you can fly indoors. So work at a warehouse, you're in good shape. But the minute the thing goes outside, you're in trouble. And I did a thing for one of the companies we work with, and the guy from the FAA was actually out there when they were flying the drone. And I said, "We're just flying it inside." He goes, "It doesn't matter. I want to be there to make sure you don't fly it outside."
There you go.
So this was pre-COVID, obviously.
Yes.
Where people were still coming around and being with people and around people and stuff like that. So let me go to the show subjects board.
Yep.
Let me move some show subjects out of the way here. And let's talk about the word I found, because I love this word, and I'm hearing more and more people start to use it. But I'm thinking more and more people don't know how to use it.
Oh, you're probably correct.
And the word is pentultimate. And everybody talks about the what?
It is not.
What do you mean it's not penultimate?
It's penultimate.
Penultimate. What
yes,
did I say?
You put pent.
I put extra T in there?
Yes.
Penultimate. So many people think that is the very last, right? Or the very best. Most airports here are grass fields. Really? In New Zealand, the big airports are in the cities?
And a lot of their planes are still tail draggers.
Are they really?
Yep.
No. Casey Marie, are they really? Are they grass airports and as Scott calls them, tail draggers, where they have just the little hook on the back that scrapes across the water?
It's not a hook.
Across the ground, not a wheel.
It's a little wheel. They're tail draggers.
Seriously? No, I gotta see. I gotta look up New Zealand airports.
Your Cessnas and stuff the tail never goes near the ground. They land and they're flat. Most of your biplanes are tail draggers.
All right. So New Zealand airports. All right, there's New Zealand airports in New Zealand. All right. Yes, they do. Well, my God. That's crazy. All right, the Auckland airport looks cool. Okay, the Dunedin airport looks like it's a water airport.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of those too. After all, New Zealand is also an island.
Pitt Island, the airport is a field on a hill. Let's see.
Got to Google Pitt Island. P-I-T-T Island.
Dunedin, Auckland, Rotary, Wellington. So that's all the big ones that actually have actual cement runways. But
yeah, type in Pitt Island. P-I-T-T Island.
Now I got to go to Pitt Island. We do have one airport like that here in America.
Not in America.
United States.
I got 3 of them right by me.
No. The one that's on the mesa.
Oh, okay.
And when you take off, you go off the edge of the cliff.
Yes.
You literally fly off the edge of the cliff.
Did you look up Pitt Island?
I'm working on it. I was talking instead.
Yes, and using your hands to talk because you're Italian. You are not Italian.
Pitt Island, New Zealand. Gotta see there's pictures. Okay, so there's Pitt Island. It's up north. Wait, there's Pitt Island School and Pitt Island Aerodrome. I'm looking for the Pitt Island Aerodrome. The terminal is a long drop in a field. Okay, this is a grass. The picture I have here.
Sure.
Oh, geez, it is on a cliff. Okay, I only have one picture. Unfortunately, on this is a bummer. But I'm going to share this picture. This is hilarious. This is exactly what she's talking about. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. And
see if you get the right share button this time.
Yep, there it is.
Yay!
Check that out.
See, now that's a Cessna. See, it's got 3 wheels, so it doesn't the tail.
Right, it doesn't have the tail. It's not a tail dragger, as per you said.
Yep.
But that is funny. So what I'm trying to find. There's got to be more.
I'm sure there is, but not only are we 10 minutes past time.
I don't care.
I certainly do.
Why? Where do you got to be?
Where do you think I gotta be? I gotta go pee.
Yeah, that's too bad.
That's the problem with being a diabetic. The medication makes you have to urinate frequently.
Well, stop being a diabetic.
I would love to stop being a diabetic.
All right. I took a selfie with the pilot that was flying last time. That's it. That is crazy. So when we go on what we call puddle jumpers here, those are small whatever, where I think it's 4 people across, but they're a little bit bigger planes.
Right. They're usually 12 passengers.
I mean, I've been in the small planes.
Yep.
I've had friends who had Cessnas and that, which are fun to fly.
Yeah. I still haven't been in a biplane. I was supposed to go on one and stuff came up and we couldn't go.
Well, this would be the month you should go.
I'm already swamped.
LGBTQ plus month.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Biplane. Never mind.
I get it.
All right. Well, Casey Marie, thank you for all the input. That has been a lot of fun.
It has been.
Thank you very, very much. I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
then please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Did we talk about food? No, we didn't. But Fun Guy the Entertainer does a cooking show, which he finally did one in a year.
Yeah.
He's got some other stuff. So you can check out STE for Fun Guy. Go to Fun Guy the Entertainer Cooks for You. You can check out my reviews on shows in Las Vegas, which I'm going to start up again on what happened to Las Vegas today. But all of those, you can go down to whathappened.world and you can find all those links and all that stuff there. And we'll start putting up stuff as we start becoming. And Casey Marie, hopefully we'll catch you next time. Yep, it's every Sunday at this time. So if you're around, we're around. If not, you can watch the rebroadcast. But thank you for contributing. Thank you for being part of the show. And as always, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you at the next show.
be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
All right. Now it's the post show where we watch Scott try to remember how to turn off. Oh, we did. He did. He turned it off the right way.